way.
Hello, this is me, Zot the Avenger, with another episode of Video Games and More. Anyway, today's episode is going to be Shadowrun Part 2. Yes, the last show was Shadowrun Part 1, which showed you everything that you needed to do. But now this is the continuation because it's such a huge video game, you know, have to do 2 shows on it. Anyway, Mark, if you have that tape ready, you can start playing.
I got it ready. Are you ready, folks? And
You better be prepared, people, because this game's something else.
go.
Okay, here it is, Shadowrun. Now, basically, we're going to load up a game. Right now, what we've done is we've gone to go see the Wise Man, and the Wise Man has told us that we have to go get a gargoyle's horn. So, we're off in Redmond Barrens, going out to this abandoned, empty old house right here, building or whatever. And now when we go inside, we're going to have to fight with a couple of ghouls and stuff, but we don't want the ghouls. What we want are the gargoyles. So, look around a little bit. It might take some time for you to find gargoyles. I mean, Redmond Barrens isn't the only place where you can find gargoyles. You can find them in, well, just about every single level in this game. Anyway, those are some bad guys right there, living inside the abandoned building. Pick up a little bit and go win some cash. Okay, let's see. Looking around for gargoyles. Ah, there we go, a gargoyle. And there's its horn. So now we can go on back to see the Wise Man over on Council Island and, well, tell us what our next task is. In case you missed last week's show, the reason why we're seeing the Wise Man is so that way we can, well, find out who Joshua's evil, this evil guy is who killed his brother. And it just so happens he's planning to take over the world, but Joshua doesn't know this. All he knows is he killed his brother and he's out to get revenge. So there's yet another gargoyle. There's another horn, but we don't need it. So now we're heading on up to go see the Wise Man right here. Your most wise one. Alright, here he is, Mr. Wise Dude. Well done, young warrior. The second part of your meal. Well, okay, we need to go find a hellhound's pelt. That's all that he's trying to tell us. So now, really, it's not always that easy to find a hellhound pelt. Sometimes it can be a little too easy and you end up dead. But other times, you have to search around and go through caves and everything. And usually the best place to find them is out in the wilderness of the Solishide. So anyway, we gotta get a passport right here to head on over to the Solishide to go find ourselves some evil hellhound dudes.
Evil hellhound dudes.
That's right. These hellhound guys are not very friendly, let me tell you.
Yeah.
They like to get in big gangs. Sometimes, I was once attacked by half a dozen hellhounds, believe it or not. I think the game was like bugging out or something, but it's had a whole bunch of these guys. Usually they only attack in a pack of 3. That's their usual. Yeah, that's usually their average. So, come on, hellhounds, where are you? Wendigo guys. Unfortunately, not hellhounds. But those are Wendigos, I think they're called.
Say again?
Wendigo.
Wendigo?
Wendigos, yep.
What the heck is a Wendigo?
I don't know, there's some sort of strange... Okay, the hair on your back rises. Hellhounds bound into the clearing and attack. Okay, there's a pelt right there. I know it might look kind of silly, but heck, what else would you make a hellhound pelt look like, really? Okay, so now we get to head on back to see the wise man. Just don't get dead. Yeah, I believe he's called Spirit Eyes. Yep, that's his name.
Spirit Eyes.
Yep.
Well, folks, just so you know, I'm watching this for the first time, too. Even though I'm directing this show, I'm still watching this for the first time.
Yep.
And I am enjoying it every minute as you are.
Oh, you're actually enjoying this?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
I hate the arcade-type games. They just...
Yeah, you're into those RPGs like Dungeons and Dragons, aren't you? This is sort of like it, only way in the future. That's the only difference. So now we get to go see the wise man, and he's gonna go tell us to get the living scale from a feathered serpent. Living scale from a feathered serpent. Now let me tell you people, it is not easy to find this scale, okay? You have to really know where you're going. Fortunately, you have me to show you where to go. Oh no! Oh well, in case you tuned in right now this second, this week's game is
You're watching Video Games and More. This is Video Games and More, and you are looking at Zot the Avenger right there in that little tiny picture. Give me a funny look right now, and he's gone. And this is Shadowrun.
Hey, that's pretty good, Mark.
Yeah, hey, that's because
You remembered all of it.
I'm the director.
Of course. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into Underground 93 and go see our buddy pal, Stark! Alright. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna say, why don't you join us on a Shadowrun? Now, he's pretty cool because he'll help you absolutely free. That's right, most Shadowrunners cost about 4,000 Nguyen, which is not cheap in the future, let me tell you. But Stark, he's a friendly guy, best friends with my brother Michael, who's now dead, well, Joshua's brother Michael. So now we're off to Council Island, and we gotta go get ourselves a passport to go go out into the solar side. Now the reason why it's so important that you have two people with you when you go out into the wilderness is it's a pretty dangerous place out there. So
How dangerous is it?
it's pretty dangerous, let me tell you. So anyway, hair on your back. See, look at this. Elven warriors jump for it, and they're gonna try and kill us right now. See that right there, I tell you? You might want to adjust the tracking a little bit more.
I'll try and fix it.
Okay, but anyway, see, these elven warriors, if there would have been just one of you, let me tell you, that would have been pretty hard to do. Unless you have, like, upgraded your karma in pretty much every single fighting skill ability, upgraded your guns way maximum up high there. Super warrior. But I'm the magician guy, as you can see. You can pick 3 different characters in this game, which is pretty cool, so. Okay, you go down to the bottom east corner, right? Just follow my little guy here, alright? You're gonna wanna go to the right and then head down. If you tuned in for the last show, it's sort of like the same route to get to the sensor rack.
Except reverse.
Exactly.
It's down right. Last time it was down left.
Yep.
I remember that.
But anyway, you can pick 3 different characters. You can either pick to be a magician, a cool samurai warrior dude, or a computer decker guy. So, I did want to focus a little bit more on the computer portion of this game, because let me tell you, that's one of the best parts of this game right here. But I only focus about 5 or 10 minutes on when we have to deck Ito system. But anyway, okay, so we go through that door. You don't want to go down there. We're going to go over to the right and head down this little tunnel. In case you can't figure this out, well, I sort of went around all over this cave right here. So, and I had it all on videotape, so I had to cut out all the parts where I would go in the wrong area because, well, this game doesn't have a map.
The beauty of editing.
Exactly. In fact, it makes me even look better than I really am. Okay, so we walk on over to the left. As you can see, there's nothing. Uh-oh. Remaining perfectly still, you see some Wendigo pass. Hey, pretty scary. Duck for cover! Okay, so there's some Wendigo. Aren't they scary, huh? Dunk, dunk, dunk. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is go head on over and down, down, down to the right. Yep. So now we're gonna continue to walk down and to the right. Over past the rocks and through the woods. Just let Stark take care of them. We'll just keep on going through. See, that's the good thing about having 2 people or 3 people in your team. You can just walk off and let the other guy take care of it, you know? Who needs to fight? Can't we all just get along? So now continue to walk on over to the right. And I edited out right there because we didn't need to be in that cave. Ain't that spiffy? Keep on walking over to the left, and we're going to want to go down and out of here. Now, when we eventually do get to the Feathered Serpent, we're going to have to take down a whole team of Renraku Strike Force guys. So, there's about 6 or 7 of them, I think. You better be prepared. Have medical kits and lots of ammo, because these guys can be seriously tough.
You can't have enough medical kits in this game.
That's a
You
fact.
need lots and lots of first aid.
Yep. Bunch of them. Don't feel bad if you're fighting some guy in the street and he drops a med kit. You say, "Oh, I wanted a gun or something." No, you need that med kit big time. If you have something that you don't need and you have the opportunity to get a med kit, discard it and take the med kit. Okay, here's the Renraku team right here. Let's just take them all down. Come on. Ooh, ooh, ah. Okay, so now we're just about over to the dragon. Check it out. Just walk on over to the left. And now here's the dragon! This guy is so cool. I think his name's Licorice or something. Licorix or... let me see. The last of the Renraku Strike team dealt with, you find yourself face to face with the Feathered Serpent. So, okay. I thank you, human, for assisting me. It seems that Renraku Corporation has it in for my kind. They now most likely have it in for your kind. Okay, but tell me. Okay, now you aren't gonna say, "Oh, I was just in the neighborhood." You say, "Well, I need a feathered scale to avenge my brother's death."
Didn't we drop one in the last show?
Yep, we did. We came across some little...
Scales laying right on the trail.
Yep, some Amerindian boys were looking for an arrowhead, and we just happened to stumble across a feathered serpent scale. But you see, that wouldn't have been good. You know why?
Because it wasn't magical from this dragon.
Exactly. You see, you have to actually meet this dragon in order for him to help you with Thawne in the end, in the final sequence. Because if he doesn't know you, well, then he's not going to come and help you. You have to have his help in order to beat Thawne. Thus, I will bond myself to protect you in your quest for the truth. Now that I will appear only once to aid you, and only when that situation, blah, blah, blah. Licorice shakes loose a scale from his hide as he flies away. Excitement barely contained, you snatch it up, and final item for the ritual, blah, 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 blah. Licortrix, that's his name, Licortrix. I was trying to remember what that guy's name was, Licortrix. Okay, so now we gotta walk all the way back to go see the wise man. But the hard part's over with now, so just as long as we don't get dead and lose our scale, everything's cool. Oh no, hellhounds!
Shoot him, shoot him!
No!
Does this mean like you get like
Bro.
rabies or something if you get bit?
Yeah, that would really stink. No, they just spew fire at you, that's all. 3rd degree burns, no big deal. Just whip out a med kit. And also, when you're at the karma screen at a hotel or something, if you upgrade your biotech, it makes your med kit use a lot more effective. If you have really low biotech, usually it'll just raise you up 10% in your life or something. But if you're up there, you can upgrade yourself maximum sometimes if you know how to use them real good. So it's good to upgrade your biomed.
There you go.
Yep. But there's also, since I'm the magician mage shaman dude, what you can do is there's a magic spell that actually heals members of your team. So sometimes that can be real effective because, well, it's free to use. And just as long as you aren't being attacked or anything, you can use it, you know, pretty effectively. Okay, what I'm gonna do, because I'm so lazy, is I'm gonna walk on over to the Elven village, and I'm gonna go ask him to give me a lift back to the end of Solashai, because I just don't want to go through all that walking and nonsense. Take this trail all the way back, and here's the spectacular Elven village.
Yeah, you walk all the way back, it gets simulatedly wore out.
Yep, exactly. But now, he's taken us all the way back to the beginning of the Solashide, so we can just hop at this little data terminal ATM thingy, and head on back to go see the Wise Man. And this is gonna be pretty cool, so sit back and watch this. Okay, this is so exciting. He's gonna tell us who our evil enemy is. Alright, evil walks the land. It is more powerful than I expected and dedicated to the pursuit of power. This is the true face of your enemy, and his name is Thon! Yes, Thon killed your brother, and he has linked himself to you. I sense he has already begun shaping the events in your life afar. Oh my god, his lust for power is boundless. You must stop him. Alright already. Cool. So now what we gotta do is, let's see, we gotta go see, oh wait, we gotta go find Frosty. Yeah.
Frosty, I
We
forgot.
gotta go talk to Frosty.
I forgot all about little old Frosty.
Yeah, Frosty the Elf. Jane Foster, I believe her name is. Yep.
Yeah,
You see, that's the whole reason we went through this wise man thing, is so actually we could meet and talk to Frosty. That's the whole reason why we went through this wise man thing. So now we call the taxi, but first we have to get our passport thingy. Enjoy your visit to the Solashide. Well, okay, I wonder if we get frequent flyer miles or something for all these little passports we grab.
virtual miles.
Yeah. Okay, so head on over. Oh no, gargoyles! Whoa!
Big ugly rats with wings.
Yeah, really. Okay, so now head on all the way back to the sensor rack. We're gonna walk over here and go down to the bottom east corner. You know, Mark, I gotta tell you, I was pretty depressed when they took Shadowrun off the Sega Channel this month.
Really?
It was very depressing.
I'm pretty depressed because I don't have Sega Channel at home.
That's a terrible thing.
It is my mind is terribly wasted, or terrible to waste it somewhere or something. You know what I mean?
Right, Mark. Anyway, we walk over here, and we're gonna have to cross the bridge right now. Oh wait, we have to go in the cave and then go down and to the right and everything. Okay, yep, the Sega Channel is a beautiful thing. It used to be, in order for me to do a television show, I would either have to go out and purchase a video game or rent one. But now I can just sit back at home, have a leisurely time. It's not so much trouble to do a show anymore. It's a good thing. Okay, so now we walk over down and to the left. And now we're gonna go down, and we're gonna come out the bottom of this cave right here and walk across the bridge and go see Frosty the Elf. Yep.
Good old Frosty.
Uh-oh. Remaining perfectly still, you see some Wendigo pass by. Okay, walk across this bridge. And again, take this trail back up here. Rump, ba-da-da-dum. And back to the Elven village. Greetings, Sir Joshua. Frosty recently left without notice. Oh, yeah, right. The only reason that he hasn't been talking to her is because only the wise people know where Frosty really is. There she is. The definitive edge to her features when it's seen and done unspeakable things. Okay.
Is that Frosty?
That's Frosty.
Hi, Frosty.
It's Frosty. We've spent how many hours searching for this elf? And now we finally get to meet her. I just hope you have the talent to finish the task you rashly started. Okay, Thon is more and less than he seems, but I think that... Okay, basically what she's going to tell you is that you're going to need to go visit her master Harlequin. Basically, I guess Harlequin owns her or something. I don't know. I don't know how this thing works, but all I know is Harlequin is the big cool elf dude that you gotta
Is he
meet.
kind of romantic?
Nope. But he does have a clown's face tattooed on him, so.
His name's Harlequin, and he's not romantic.
Well, I don't know if he is or not. They don't get into that in this video game, Mark.
I thought that was kind of punny.
I know how much you love puns, don't you? Okay, my master is Harlequin. It was he who asked me to find the team to go into the Solishide. Harlequin seeks the end of Thon's presence. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Basically, we're just trying to find an old elven tomb. That's all that Harlequin really wants. It's just the elven tomb. And well, if Thon gets a hold of Elijah's tomb, well, basically he'll be able to take control of the earth because there's some sort of power in the tomb or something that belonged to Elijah, and once it's opened, it's gonna be unleashed or something. I'm not sure. Just keep on watching. You'll see. You need a ride. So now we're going over to, I think it's called Poil Up Barrens over here. Now just walk on over here to go see our buddy pal Harlequin. Okay, take you to the top floor. So now here he is, the one, the only Harlequin.
It's Sting Incognito.
Really?
Yeah, I've seen him. I've seen this guy wrestle, man, on
Oh yeah.
Wide Federation of amateur wrestlers.
I hear ya.
do
I guess
things
you
that
would have
make people pay
eventually have
money.
found me, given your resources and abilities. So you've probably guessed blah blah blah. Tell me what you know about my brother Michael. So basically, we're gonna have to go look for Ito Agami first. But before we can do that, we're gonna have to go. Let's see, who was the guy that we forgot to beat up? I think it was Mako Sakao or something. Mako Shako or something. We're gonna have to go see him over in the Penumbra district, over in Club Penumbra right now. And well, there's gonna be an Renraku strike team right there who's gonna try and kill us. So of course we're gonna have to go there heavily prepared. We're gonna have to buy some ammo and get some extra people. There's one troll dude that's really helpful that hangs out. Oh, I'll show you right now after this. Why is Renraku involved? Let's see, why is Renraku involved? Renraku became involved with Thun because Vigor, who was casting about for his corporate support, Renraku assigned Mako to the project, but he was easily blinded by the promise of power and blah blah. After Thon fragged his relationship with Renraku, Mako was replaced. Ito Agami is a legendary player of hardball. I've managed to keep him, and Renraku, blah blah blah. It's possible that Ito Agami has some information. Okay, so what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to take care of Mako Sakao right now, and after we have him all taken care of, we can go see Ito Agami. There's a troll dude. Take care of him real quick. So now we're gonna head on over to the Penumbra district. Isn't that a cool looking terminal right there?
Yeah, sure is.
Yeah, I hope that things are gonna be this cool in the future. Yep, walk around the streets, get shot at, yep. Have all this cool electronic cyber stuff.
You can move to South Tucson and get the same effect.
Oh yeah. Didn't think about that. Okay, here's this troll dude right here. I'm tired of being a target. I need to do more shooting. Okay, he charges $4,800 to be my partner for life, or a mere $480, I think it is, for one run. Anyway, we don't really need him to be a partner for life. But if you want him to be, that's fine with you. Heck, doesn't matter to me. All we need him for is just this one run, to tell you the truth, but can't walk on over down and to the right. There's matchsticks, but we can't go there yet because, you see, got to take care of Mako first. So now we're heading over to the hospital right here. Gonna get everybody all healed and fixed up so that way we can kick some Renraku booty. That's right. Okay, back to the Penumbra District. Okay, we're walking on over here. Walking. Boy, you'd think they'd have a more cyber way of transportation in the future. Maybe like a hover skateboard or bicycle or something, you know?
Like Back to the Future Part 3?
Exactly. That's what I was thinking. So now we go in here, bunch of Renraku guys, take care of them. Dum, dum, dum. Okay, so now a medical kit. Uh-oh. Nobody has any medical kits? Oh my god. One medical kit, that's only good for 6 uses. That's worthless. No. No. See, that's why it's so important to always have a bunch of medical kits with you. If you don't, you're in big trouble. Jeez. Well, Stark's down to 0% life. I'm down to 10%, but old Winston Mars is doing just hunky-dory. Okay, on the floor, Mako lies, unconscious in a pool of blood. You rudely wake him from his crimson slumber. He immediately begins to whine. I'll tell you whatever you want, blah blah blah, get me patched up, tell you everything. Talk now and bleed later, fragger! I want to know what happened to my brother! Okay, Mako winces at your onslaught. My orders were to track the runners and report on their activities. My team lost them in the forest just before they were killed. Mako had nothing to do with their deaths. I wanted them alive. What can you tell me about Caleb Brightmore, huh, smart guy? Mr. Johnson of your brother's team was an elf named Caleb Brightmore, but I'm sure he was taking orders from another. He deals exclusively with big-time Shadowrunning talent. He hangs at Icarus Descending. Well, why is Renraku involved, huh? I was the project director for Operation Thon, searching for caves and forests for clues to some sort of tomb. Before you ask, I do not know who Thon is. Your brother's team became a top priority after they were hired. Blah, 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 blah. So now that we have this guy all taken care of, what we should do is head on over to the hospital and get everybody all patched up and everything. But then we get to go over to Matchsticks and take care of old Ito Agami. But before we can go over to Matchsticks, we have to actually find out he's there. Yes, even though we know he's over there, we don't know in the game. So we have to head on up to the motel on the north side of the Penumbra district, and he'll tell us where to go.
Tell you where to go.
Yeah, he'll say, head on over to Matchsticks real quick. Come on, man. So now I'm lying there dead, right? So of course, oh no, I'm not dead yet. Oh, I just leave Stark behind. That's what I do.
Let him rot.
Yeah, who cares? It's just Stark. We can go back to Underground 93 and he'll have his life all filled up, have more ammo. Yeah, that's what makes him such a great guy. Always ready for a good fight. Give them to you for 180. Leave those dudes behind. Usually those guys with the bombs, they're usually either undercover cops or they're bad guys trying to get you in trouble. Okay, so now that we have our medical attention all taken care of, we get to head on over to Matchsticks. We're already here. Cool. Okay, we're up at the motel. Oh no, Mr. Ogami just left for his meeting. Okay, head on over to Matchsticks. Here we go. Doesn't that look like a cool place? 150 large ones. I tell you, push your way into the club. Ito and a group of corporate types are blah blah blahing and they're yakety schmacketing. So now we get to go kick some big corporate bad guy booty right here. Ooh.
Sound effects.
Yeah. Alright, Ito's leaden body with numerous papers lie scattered about. You find, let's see, what do we find here? A hollow pics of Michael and Stark. Alright. The date and time stamp on the lower corner reveal it was taken on the morning before Michael's death. Holopics labeled crime scene. Uh-oh, no survivors. I guess they didn't know about Stark surviving. Oh well, let's see. Subject Stark spent most of his time away from the group preparing for a run of his own. Once underway, he was mostly used in the woods, however constantly on the edge. Subject Vigor was extremely hard to follow, as he was expert at covering his trail. Appears to work for Thawne, tracking leads and confirming information. Suspected to be top aide, blah blah blah. Amidst the papers, you find a Renraku Corp issue cred stick for 10,000 Niguan! That's a very good thing. Whenever you find money lying around, you should always be happy. Alright, we found the passcode for Ito's personal computer system, written on a piece of paper. So now basically what that means is we get to go break into his system. Yeah. A dock wagon saves my button, gives me all my life back. Cool. May I help you? Please step this way. So whenever you find a cred stick for 10,000 Niguan, grab it. That's my advice to you. Okay, call taxi. Poil up Barons. Well, I believe we're gonna go see Harlequin right now. Yes, our buddy old pal, Harlequin. Okay, we're here at the Wanderer, and now we have to go see that Vigor and Jarl are no longer at the booth they used to work out of. Oh, jeez. Well, that means they must have taken off somewhere. Okay, visit Harlequin. He will recommend a Renraku run, right? So, after he recommends that, basically what we gotta do is, we gotta hack into Ito's system, right? Deck it. And then, once we got his system all taken care of, we have to do the brute force thing, and head on into the Renraku Corp office, right? Go in there and grab ourselves the map that tells us, well, just keep on watching, you'll see. Hello, Joshua, you have bought my time with your pain. Spend it as you wish. You managed to have him killed? Seems I am not the only person to have underestimated you. Yep. Well, with Ito out of the way, Renraku should bother us no longer, blah, blah, blah. Thawne turned on Renraku when he thought he no longer needed them. Believe his actions were a bit premature. I still feel him growing weaker. So now let's go over to this data terminal somewhere. Alright, yeah, we're gonna upgrade ourselves over at the local hotel. Easy money, chummer. I'll pay. So now, instead of boring you with me upgrading all my attributes, we'll just take off right now. All I can say is we're better people now. Okay, just another one of those random things that occur in the video game that make it so much fun. Okay, Mr. Bob's Chop 'em Shop. Alright, let's get some cyberware installed. A data jack. Now this is of course always necessary to surf around, well, deck into people's systems. So basically what that lets you do is plug the computer into your brain. Pretty cool. Lets you do cyber combat, as they call it in this neat little game. Alright, the crime mall! Yay! Well, all I can tell you now is I'm gonna buy a bunch of cool software. Yes, the only thing that I can tell you about making your deck a really good deck is to buy the most expensive one, upgrade it as much as you possibly can, and get top-notch software. Yep, it might not sound that easy, but really that's the only thing you can do if you really want to be super surfer cyber dude, you know? Just upgrade everything. Okay, so now basically I have my deck completely upgraded. You know, it is just about the best it can possibly be. So now enter passcode. Let's see, where's Ito's passcode? There we go. Okay, let's select the software that we're gonna need to destroy his system. Let's see. Okay, a good masker program, a seeker program. Now you should be very careful in here because there are a couple of tar pits.
Oh, this is cool.
Yep, very cool. Okay, we're going in. Here we go, enter system. Okay, we're gonna go into the sun right here. This is basically gonna lead us into, okay, let's use our sense utility to the eyeball, and we're gonna find out what type of, oh no, it's a tar pit. These things are very sucky. Yes, they can take your weapons away very easily.
That's cool.
Very cool. Basically what the slow does is it slows down the little protective barrier so much that it is unable to function. Now you see that little thingy right there? That's the CPU. Okay, the little square things, they're data stores, right? Basically that keeps all the important files. Okay, so now let's find out. Okay, this is a black ice. It cannot destroy our weapon, but it can actually hurt us. So I'm gonna use the slow right here, so that way we can slow this system down, so that way it's no longer functional. The other type of way to attack it is using the attack. And the attack sometimes is actually quicker. See that little meter up on the top right? That is how much life it actually has left, and when we use attack, it lowers. Pretty cool. Now, if you don't have yourself upgraded a whole bunch in the computer category, a lot of times when you fire, you will miss. So that's why you have to be upgraded so much. Okay, now let's transfer the data. Let's see, browsing data stores. Interesting file that you download to your notebook. Okay, leave node. Okay, there's another data store. We can go and break into this thing right here. Uh-oh, it's a tar pit! Oh no. Okay, I think this one's... Yep, see what it did to my weapon right there? It basically destroyed my weapon, and it is no longer in my arsenal of different software tools that I can use. That's why the tar pits are so nasty. But the good news is they can only take away one of them. So, basically what that means is you should usually go in there with a couple of really crappy weapons that you don't use very often. And, well, let it take those. Because when you go into a tar pit, more than likely, you are going to have one of your weapons taken away. Okay, now that we only have attack to use, well, we're going to have to keep on trying to focusing. Okay, we almost have it down all the way. Now, one thing that I would definitely suggest is definitely do a lot of computer runs from Johnson's, because a lot of times they'll give you passcodes that you can use to mask the computer. Right? So, and when you mask, basically it lets you do a password type thingy, and you can use the password just to get right in there. You don't have to break in, you don't have to use sleaze to slip in. You can just go right in there like any other guy would. Okay, leave node. Now what we're gonna do is, let's see, are we gonna go to the CPU? Yep, go to the CPU and break it. Yeah. Yes, that's the big bad CPU. They are very nasty, and as you can see, my first weapon, he destroyed, my sense utility. That's a very important one, and that sucks that he destroyed it. Oh well, let's take this sucker down. Jerk ball! Take this! And this! And that! Okay, we're gonna have to take care of this monster right now. Once we have them all taken care of, basically we can go anywhere we want and crash his system. But we can also cancel alert. So basically when an alert is made, it makes things a lot tougher to do. When there's no alert, you know, then it's usually pretty easy to get past these things. But like, let's say you have an active alert or a passive alert, it becomes very tough. Oh no, the tar thing destroyed my rebound now. I tell you, these tar pit guys really suck, okay? Anyway, I think right now would be an interesting time to tell you about my webpage. Yes, you can access it at http:// your basic World Wide Web thingy, right? Then you go azstarnet.com, right? And then you do a slash, then you do a little squiggly thing called a tilde, and then ZOT. And it takes you to the official Video Games and More webpage. And one more time for you, http:// azstarnet.com. /ZOT.
Right. And folks, his webpage is a subsidiary of Video Games and More.
Exactly. It's the official page. Okay, so now that we broke into that little data store right there and took the information, we can now crash the system. Cancel alert. Oh wait, yeah, there's one more data store that we have to get to. Yep, forgot about that one. Alert canceled. Cool. Now, okay, rebound. Now, a lot of times when you go to fight one of these guys, you think it's a tar pit, but it's really a tar paper. Now, what tar paper does is, it's basically like a tar pit. It's just, instead of actually taking your weapon permanently, it only takes it away and then you have to reload it again. So it doesn't really do any serious damage, it's just a nuisance. So. Now, just because I'm not going to be able to tell you any more about the computers, I am going to tell you about one thing that you should know about is when you're in a corporate building, right, and you need to go around, and let's say there's an alarm or something, or the cameras are turned on, you can actually go into their system and turn off a slave module. Now, you can find those that are initialed SM. I think they look like little triangles and circles. Little circles, I think, are the ones that you need to get. And they can turn off the cameras, they can turn off alarms, everything. So it's very important to know how to work your little circle thingies right there. See the SM on the bottom left corner? Slave module? You have to know how to use those. If you want to succeed in the corporate buildings and there are a bunch of guys on your tail, and you got to take care of them, destroy one of those things and you're going to be okay. Okay, transfer data. Nah, don't need that. Download canceled. Leave node. Alright, we're gonna leave right now. So basically we got all the information out of this guy's computer that we could possibly use, and it's some important information that we had to have. So it's very good that we have this. And now what we can do is we can go into Renraku and steal their map. Okay, we're crashing the system. Zip. Bye-bye. Okay, let's head on over to Renraku. Okay, here are the tips and clues that we uncovered when we decked this guy's system. Okay, thought we already got these tips and clues. Harlock went blah blah blah. Harlock da 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 da. Renraku suspects. I have Ito's personal passcode. It's quite possible. Okay, with Ito dead, maybe a run against Renraku will garner something. Okay, here's some email that he got. The tomb of Elijah is confirmed to be somewhere in the Salashide. Thawne is certain the tomb contains powerful magical artifacts that we can profit from. Blah blah blah. Please deduct further Vigor payments from the Thawne account. Vigor is under his employ. Okay. Strike team captain. Do not follow Thawne or his men any longer. We cannot risk alerting him until we have both pieces of the map. The men are becoming restless. I request da 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 da. So basically, as you can see, this information that we recovered was important that we had to have in the game. Okay, as you can see, now I'm gonna save the game because, well, to die right now and not have it saved would suck. Yes, it would. So now we head on over to the Renraku district. Come on. You need a ride, chum?
Guy looks like my uncle.
Whoa.
Got an ugly uncle.
Okay, so now we're gonna head on over here to Renraku. Yep, you just gotta go up the escalator right here. Now, as always, okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over to the vid phone and make a transaction with this guy so that way he can make, okay, check this out. We're gonna go see Max. He can make a very good corporate pass, right? So I can actually go in there and get past the guards without having any trouble. You know, they'll say, hey, show me your pass, and instead of saying, well, gee, I guess I left it somewhere, I can actually flash it to them and say, here you go, buddy, got it right here. Right here's my pass. So check this out, watch. Okay, you show your ID and he waves you past. See how easy that is? Go talk to Max and have him make you one of these if you ever want to do any important corporate runs. It's the only thing to do. Okay, find 200 Nguyen. All right. So now what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to take an elevator to get to the 6th floor, right? But you can't take just any elevator. There are 2 elevators right next to each other. You have to take the elevator that's on the left, okay? There's an elevator on the right. See that one? Don't take that one. That one is a worthless one that gets in the way, okay? Go to the left and take that elevator. Go all the way up to the top 6th floor. Okay, we're to the 6th floor.
Are we there yet?
Yeah, we're there. Okay, now do you see that building over? Well, you can't see it, but we'd be over there on the right, and we wouldn't be over here where we need to be if we would have taken the other elevator. So now we sneak in here. Of course, we have to get past the key. By now, you should know how to do that. Either have a key unlocker. Okay, here's the map. Inside the safe, you find a large envelope with Elijah stenciled on the front. Cool. The envelope produces what appears to be some sort of animal hide covered with the strange markings that has been treated to make it transparent. Flash of insight, you realize it's some sort of map. However, there's no landmarks, blah, 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 blah. So basically, now that we have the map, we're going to have to go visit Vigor and Jarl, and they're held up down in the rat's nest. But before we can go do that, we have to go talk to Gunderson.
I mean, we can't go see Frosty again?
Nope, we aren't going to be able to see Frosty again, but we can go see Harlequin. And here, I transported us over to Harlequin to save time, because, well, you already know how to get out of the building, so... Okay, this shows the location of Elijah's tomb, but the reference points have been removed. Thawne killed your brother. If you really want the revenge you've been after, you must thwart his plans. Earlier I mentioned Vigor, blah, blah, blah. So, again, he's going to tell you to go see Vigor and Jarl in the rat's nest down in Redmond Barrens. Okay, so now I'm gonna go transport us. Okay, over to Redmond Barrens. Now let's head on over to see Gunderson over in oh darn, I can't believe I forgot the name of this bar. Oh, the Jump House. Right.
The Jump House.
The Jump House. How could I
Did you
forget
forget
that?
the Jump House?
I don't know. Oi, old friend. Info, eh? Well, chummer. Okay, tell me about Vigor and Vigor. That's right. Word on the street, grapevine says the involved in something, blah, blah. Okay, so he's down in the rat's nest, he tells you. Talk to you later, chum. Okay, go see Vigor. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Strolling down the street.
I was taking a stroll one day.
Okay, here it is. This area seems to have been swept recently. Boom. Harlequin should be most interested in this. Alright, so leave just fine. No problems, no nothing. Take off and go see Harlequin. So here we go, going back to Harlequin.
I want to see Frosty.
Well. It's rerun every Monday at 4 o'clock, Mark, so you can see Frosty again. Remember that, people? It's rerun Mondays at 4 o'clock on channel 61 or 99. I believe that's right. Okay, there's no telling what artifacts are in the tomb. So now what we have to do is we have to round together a crew of people that can, get into this... What am I trying to say here? All you need are a bunch of people, a bunch of weapons, and a bunch of med kits, and that's how you can thwart Thawne. Of course, save the game before you go and do it, because you might just happen to die. And of course, that's not a good thing. So, VTOL craft, da-da-da. Okay, he's transported us to Elijah's tomb. Now, as you can see, there are a bunch of guys that we have to take care of. Just waste them all.
Cool sound effects.
Ooh. Okay, so now since I'm the magician mage dude, I'm gonna whip out the heal wounds spell and fix everybody all up. As most of us by now are pretty wasted, so as you can see, most of us are in the red. Danger, your life meter basically goes green, yellow, and red is about as bad as you can get, so green means you're all good and taken care of. You're happy when you're green. Okay, so we're in the big scary cave, almost healed up. Okay, we're all taken care of. Now I'm gonna load myself up with a nice big shotgun. Oh no, wait. I'm gonna select the flame dart, and then I'm gonna change my mind and go on back to the shotgun. Because, well, basically, if you want to take care of this guy, you shouldn't use the semi-automatic. You should use the shotgun if you want to take care of Thawne, because, well, that's the most effective weapon, that's all. It's the most powerful, and... Okay, so there's Vigor and Jarl right there. Okay, entering the antechamber, you see a giant humanoid creature digging in the dirt ahead, huge claws, hands. You've arrived in time to witness the birth of a new era. Kneel, slave. You feel something reach into your mind and force you to the ground. Unseen iron grip begins to diminish, and once again you're in control of his actions. Harlequin voice rings over the walkie-talkie. Joshua and the council is channeling their powers to weaken Thawne. Now it's time to kick his butt. Alright, so now we gotta thrash Vigor and Jarl first. Okay, looks like we got Jarl taken care of. Now Vigor. Okay, now it's Thawne. This is the tough guy. You gotta be sure that you're all healed up with your med kits and everything. Because let me tell you, one blast from Thawne can kill you, okay? If it's a good enough blast, you're in deep trouble.
Deep doggy and doo-doo.
Deep trouble, okay? This is a family show here, okay? Deep trouble. Okay, just keep on firing your shotguns at this guy. As you can see, he's already taken out 2 of my guys. Can you believe this stuff? I tell ya. One good shot from this guy, and you're a goner. That's why it's so important to have so many people and a lot of ammo. Now, we almost have him taken care of. Just a couple more blasts. Okay, here's Licorice, our big dragon buddy pal friend. He's gonna take care of him.
Go get him, buddy.
Yeah, Licorice's head swivels towards you. I told you you would need my help, human. His razor-sharp teeth gleam. Thought under my will, you soon have to overcome. You must destroy him. That's what I've been trying to do. When I can no longer contain him, he will attempt to flee the tomb. Its walls are lined with magical auriculum. Yeah, you must blast him, and the walls will fall down. This will serve 2 purposes: to crush him and permanently seal the tomb for others. Okay, so now it's the end of the game. We have nothing more to do.
Oh, really?
We
Great,
beat
why?
the game. Look it, we have Thawne all taken care of. The tomb's crashing. Well, it's time to end the show. Again. Well, it's always so sad when it comes towards the end of the show, but as the tomb seals and when the dust settles, Harlequin contacts you via walkie-talkie. You did it, Joshua! Elijah's powers and secrets are once again, blah, 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 blah. It's over for now. Da, 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 da. Well, guys, I guess I'll see you 2 weeks from now. Or if you're gonna watch the rerun on Monday at 4 o'clock on 61 or 99, I'll see you then. Right now, until next time, later, gamers.
starten Lauf.